Russia has issued one of its starkest warnings since the war began, telling foreign diplomats and civilians to leave Kyiv immediately as Moscow prepares what it calls systematic strikes on the Ukrainian capital. The Russian Foreign Ministry says the attacks will target Ukraine's military-industrial infrastructure, drone production sites, command centers, and what it described as decision-making facilities inside Kyiv. The warning comes just a day after one of the heaviest Russian bombardments of Kyiv in recent months.
The armed forces of the Russian Federation are beginning the consistent delivery of systemic strikes against enterprises of Ukraine's military-industrial complex in Kyiv.
Moscow says the escalation is retaliation for what it calls terrorist attacks carried out by Ukraine, including an alleged drone strike on a student dormitory in Russian-controlled Luhansk. Russia claims NATO-backed Ukrainian drone operations are behind attacks on civilians inside Russian-held territory. Kyiv has denied deliberately targeting civilians. In a major diplomatic signal, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov personally conveyed the warning to U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio during a phone call.
We warn foreign citizens, including personnel of diplomatic missions and representative offices of international organizations, of the need to leave the city as soon as possible.
The Kremlin's message appears designed to send shockwaves through Kyiv, combining military escalation with psychological pressure. Russian officials say strikes will continue against facilities linked to Ukraine's armed forces and command structure, raising fears of a broader assault on the capital in the days ahead. Even as Western diplomats remain in Kyiv, Moscow has made one thing clear: it believes a new phase of the war has begun. With Russia now publicly warning embassies to evacuate before the strikes begin, the threat against Kyiv is no longer implied. It has been declared. And as both sides intensify attacks, fears are growing that the war is entering a far more dangerous and unpredictable phase.